Yeah. I don't think so. Okay. All right, it's 6 o'clock. I'd like to call the Monday, July 5th meeting of the Common Council of the City of Algoma to order. I would like the clerk to take the roll, please.
Schmidt. Here. Havoc.
Here.
Meverden.
Here.
Lautenbach.
Here.
Piarkey.
Here.
Boer.
Here.
Dashlet.
Here.
Mehring.
Here.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let the minutes reflect that this meeting is held in compliance with the open meeting law. Approval of or changes to the order of the agenda as published. Anybody have any changes? If not, I'll accept a motion to approve. Moved by Lee,
Second.
second by Scott. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We have two sets of minutes from a meeting on June 7, 2021 and June 15, 2021. Anybody have any corrections or addition to those minutes? I'll take them both together. If there are none, I'll accept the motion to approve both sets.
So moved.
Moved by John, second by Kevin. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Public comment. Mr. Administrator, we have nobody this evening for public comment?
Actually, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I would just like to put it out there that the Algoma Sunday Farmers Market returns this Sunday, July 11th. And it'll be 9 a.m. to noon, and it runs through October 31st. We have an assortment of new vendors and some old vendors, beef, pork, chicken, lamb, produce, crafts, maple products, and we'll be having a food truck coming from time to time that does cheese curds and shakes and burgers. So it's back for 21. We're looking forward to a good year, and if you have an opportunity to make it out, we'd love to see you out there.
I have a question, Wayne, if I
Yeah.
could. Someone asked me if you have that, can they be a one weekend vendor?
Definitely.
Okay.
We do have daily ones.
Okay.
And if anybody has any questions, they can reach out to the Chamber of Commerce or email me. I don't think you can zoom in.
No.
But email me via city or via the chamber, and I can give you details on being a individual vendor or a daily vendor.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Let's move on then to the general bills and credit card payments. Does anybody have any questions on any of the bills?
Chief,
Yes?
Belco, that's the bells and whistles in your car?
That's the installation of all the equipment.
And that was covered by the grant?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Any other questions on any of the bills? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Moved by Jake,
Second.
second by Steve. Roll call vote, please.
Schmidt.
Yes.
Havoc.
Yes.
Piarkey.
Yes.
Meverden.
Yes.
Lautenbach.
Yes.
Boer.
Yes.
Mehring.
Yes.
Dashlet.
Yes.
Thank you. We have no requests for any conference attendance. We're going to move on to item number 9. Committee reports. Everybody had a chance to go through all the committee reports. Are there any questions on any of them? Okay, hearing none, then I would accept a motion to approve receipt of those reports.
So moved.
Moved by Steve,
Second.
second by Leah. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Old business, we have none. Moving right along, we're gonna go to new business. We have part-time hires for Ann Benke and Zachary Van Vonderen. Those went through your committee, Scott. These are part-time officers.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any comments on that?
Chief, if you'd like to take it, now we're looking for a motion to approve the hire of 2 part-time individuals.
Absolutely. They're both from Green Bay. They're really good people. They'll be working for us part-time along with the city of Kewanee and Village of Luxembourg. So we're kind of pulling our employees to kind of save on cost of actually getting these people out on the street, and it actually gives them more time to actually get out and get more experience. It's kind of a win-win situation. But they're excited to be here, and if the vote goes well tonight, they'll be coming tomorrow to get some of their gear so they can start training.
Okay.
Are they through their backgrounds?
Yes, the backgrounds are complete. They've all finished all the post-testing.
Any other questions? If not, I'll accept the motion.
So moved.
Moved by John, second by Kevin. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Park and Rec, we have a summer program supervisor of, is that Paige Panger? And that went through your committee, Kevin?
Yep.
Okay. Any questions on that person? Otherwise, I'll accept the motion to approve.
So moved.
Moved by Scott, second by,
Second.
no, I just had a laugh because we just got done talking about how it's hard to hear, so if you could just speak up a little bit, Leah. Second by Leah. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Resolution 1075-2021. Aaron?
A resolution expiring the state of emergency in response to the COVID-19 pandemic.
As everybody knows, some time ago, we had passed that resolution, and basically, the administrator felt at this time, and other communities are doing the same thing, that we now basically, that resolution will expire. So, any questions or comments? I'm gonna ask for a motion and a second on it, though.
So moved.
Moved by Scott,
Second.
second by Jake. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Wow. Moving right along. Item 13, Administrator's Report.
Thank you, Mayor. First point on there, office relocation. At the end of this week, the clerk and the treasurer will be relocated to the end of the hallway in the old PD. The following week at the Clerk Treasurer Institute, so the clerk and the treasurer will be attending that. It was approved at a previous council meeting. As such, I'll be more or less filling in down front, so when you call City Hall, I'll probably be the one picking up the phone. So take it easy on me, but I'll be filling in down there for the whole of next week. 6th Street reconstruction utility project is still going and is on schedule, and we're still slated to have substantial completion by Labor Day. And I just want to make a note as a reminder to everyone, because I know we've been getting a lot of questions about garbage and recycling. It is being collected on 6th Street, so continue to put that out either late Monday night or, well, this week you'd actually put it out tomorrow night because of the holiday delay, but.
No.
Are we not delayed here?
Nope.
No, it's not delayed here.
I apologize.
The
I thought we were.
scheduled tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Yep.
I apologize. I thought we were delayed a day by the holiday.
No.
So continue to put out Monday evenings or really, really early Tuesday morning. The All-America City banners, that's still moving forward. We submitted our logos and the dimensions for the banners last week. I was told by CGI that basically all but just a handful of the banners were spoken for by our local businesses and organizations. So we'll have quite a few of them up, which is good. And they'll be located along 42, 4th Street and Steel Street. There'll be 3x2 banners, basically, saying All America City Award winner, and then have the sponsor logo on there. We also have some for the city. We'll have one for the fire department, the police department, the city itself, and then the chamber. And just want to thank the school district for all their help on that, because as we all know, this was really a school, the All America City was a school district initiative, but they've also been very helpful with this part of it as well. Have on here to talk a little bit about redevelopment area number 1, which is the Bell Harbor condos. Those are progressing on schedule. If you've been down there at all, you'll see they're coming along nicely. I've not heard any indication from the developer that we won't meet the deadline. And I just put in here the deadline, so an occupancy permit will need to be issued for the second building by the end of this year, and then an occupancy permit for the third building by the end of the year in 2023. So just a reminder there. I thought it was just worth noting because with all the building supply shortages going on, I know that there was some talk and discussion about, well, how's that project progressing, and so far there's not been an indication it's lagging. And then finally on here for the public safety building, The mayor and I have been in consultation and talking with our engineer, Robert E. Lee and Associates, and I'll turn over to the mayor in a little bit here to talk more about this. But we've created basically an ad hoc committee to keep moving the project forward. And then we actually have our first meeting on Tuesday, next Tuesday at 9 a.m. So we'll be sitting down, the committee with Bayland Builders will be here. We'll be finalizing our basically our timeline and our plan moving forward to start working on a more specified concept and just more or less coming up with a game plan, a specific game plan for how we're going to get to referendum in April. So with that, I'll turn it over to the mayor to talk a little bit more about the committee.
Okay, when I met, I had a phone conversation with Jared Schmidt of Robert E. Lee last week. And one of the things he brought up is about trying to get together and start talking with the architect and also the other personnel from Bayland Builders to try to look at moving this project to the point where we can present it to the taxpayers in a form of a referendum. That being said, he asked that I put together a committee just so that we could kind of move forward without always having to come back to the council every time we want to make some kind of change or move. So what I did is I called Steve Lautenbach, because Steve does do carpenter work. He's got a background in building, and I asked him if he would serve on that committee along with the fire chief and the police chief and myself and Jared. So we do have a meeting planned, like he said, for next Tuesday at 9 a.m. The architect will be here along with the representative from Bayland to kind of give us an idea of what direction we should go, what we're looking at. We've seen a lot of different things from Performa. They came with a lot of different pictures, a lot of different ideas, but again, it's gonna all come down to what can we put together that's, number one, it's gonna serve the purpose that we're looking, but number two, it's something that our residents and taxpayers of the city of Algoma are gonna be able to afford. So that being said, I asked Steve. Steve said he would be willing. And the reason I asked him is because of his work schedule, he is able to meet during the day. I had kind of looked at Kevin with his background, but with his schedule and stuff, it's kind of hard to get together. So I thought, well, I'll ask Steve, and he was so gracious to volunteer. So that's my recommendation as an ad hoc committee. Does anybody have any questions of what we're doing at this point? There's no monies being spent. I mean, this ad hoc committee is not authorizing the spending of any monies, but we do need to move forward, because believe it or not, before you know it, April will be here, and we have to get this all put together, because I really need to get an idea what it's going to cost the taxpayers before I go too far. So, is there any objections to the ad hoc committee? If not, then we'll move on. Okay?
Do we have a time frame established, or is that something you're gonna be doing on
That's something we'll
Tuesday?
do on Tuesday. We'll set a time frame and see what basically our next steps are. How far can we go before we really have to start looking at spending a lot of money to get the information we're gonna need. The council had decided on Bayland. Bayland was the one that built the addition and stuff up at the school. Jared had a meeting with Jason Malott, and they were well pleased with Bayland and the work that they did, and they said they were very easy to work with. And so that's why the council had decided to go that way, so.
Does the ad hoc committee have the capabilities of, any actions would have to come back through the council,
Right.
correct?
This is just to put something together, so now
To present?
to present to the council rather than running back every time we got an idea and say, well, what do you think of this? There'll be something put together. There'll probably be two options. One of the things we talked about, and I know I had talked to Jared and Fire Chief about it, is just the appearance of the building alone. You know, we saw a lot of different pictures. We've gotten a lot of information from talking to other fire chiefs. I talked to a fire chief from Amherst not that long ago, and he gave me some good insights on what they did when they built their new building, and I passed that along to the chief. But those are all ideas that the architects and stuff will have to look at and see how feasible it is for us to even do that, so.
Okay. Thank you, Steve.
Anything else from anybody? Okay, sounds good. Then, basically, I think we're at the point already, believe it or not, that I have no appointments or comments this evening. Thank you, Casey, for mentioning about the farm market. I will mention that the fire department has decided to go ahead with the Porky Pancake Breakfast on Sunday of Shanty Days. They agreed to go forward with it. So again, a lot of people are asking, are they gonna have the Porky Pancake Breakfast? Yes, they are. Everybody knows Shanty Days is a goal. The Wine Fest is a goal. I can't speak on the Soar on the Shore, John. If your committee is moving forward with that, or where you're at with that, or what your intentions are, if you want to comment.
I heard that they had just finished getting the banner advertising the 21st of August, and they have the Wisconsin Kiters lined up for that, as well as a new DJ.
Oh, yeah, that's right, with the passing of Mr. Colbert.
Right. So they're still planning on a August 21st date for Soar on the Shore.
Okay, good. All right, that's all I have this evening. If you have any items for our next meeting, oh, sorry.
If you would mention about recruitment for Algoma
Oh.
Fire Rescue, please.
Yeah, if you read the minutes, and I know people at home don't get to see the minutes unless you go online and read them, but in the fire department report, there were 3 individuals that now have resigned from the fire department, which created some more openings. We've already had a few openings. Same issue with rescue squad. We're short of people. We're pleading, if there's anybody out there that is interested in looking at joining you, the fire department, the rescue squad, please contact Chief Ackerman. He'll give you the rundown on what it entails and you know, how much time it takes. Same thing with rescue squad. You could contact Kelly Koss. We had a situation this last weekend that we thought we weren't gonna have any coverage on the weekend, on Sunday, but people did step up. So all the shifts were covered, but that's something that we really wanna, you know, impress on people. If you're able to help, I know it's time consuming, but please, at least sit down with the chief or Kelly Koss, find out what it all entails, and maybe you can find some time in your busy schedule to at least take a look at applying for either fire or rescue. So, do you have anything to add to that, Tom? Okay, thank you. All right, that being said, I'll accept this has got to be one of my faster meetings, let me tell you. I'll accept the motion to adjourn. Moved by Lee,
Second.
second by Scott. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? This meeting's adjourned. Thank you.